Hey everyone, by now I've seen a lot of messages and comments and emails regarding the fan film's completion and official transition into post-production. The last but equally as important step to bring you guys a final cut of the fan film that, looks legit. Among many of the questions, one in particular was a recurring one. It was about why filming was so short. There was a big build up to the film and filming process, then boom, it was all over. A lot of the comments were like, why is it over so fast? You guys filmed for 4 days. I thought it'd be like 2 months, etc, etc. Well, here's the answer. Filming is by far the most expensive part of this project, or any project for movies. When you're filming, you're paying stupid amounts of money by the minute. For the stage or location, the insurance for the place, the actors, the camera equipment, lighting equipment, food, all the behind-the-scenes workers, the producer, director, art directors, makeup crew, wardrobe, etc, etc. The list goes on. That's why we pulled 4 days of filming at a minimum of 12 hours each day, and before that there were 3 days of building with some 17-hour-long days. Imagine that, 17 hours of straight building, painting, bolting, moving, and cleaning. The point when filming is to do it as quickly as possible in a time and cost-efficient way, so that expenses don't add up. With the limited budget that I have, since I'm not Disney, obviously, and for a 15-minute episode of a fan film, things had to work like clockwork, and they did. All the months leading up to filming took extra care to make sure things ran smoothly on filming day or week. Everything was very planned out. Now here's a question for you. Why do you think most fan films are shot in the forest? Because it's the most cost-effective both for production and post-production. Since your set is already built by nature, you don't really have to do anything with lighting or all that in comparison to building an environment yourself from nothing, which is what we did. That was one of the first things Danny and I agreed upon when we talked on the phone the first time, that we don't want to do just another fan film in a forest. It's been overdone, overplayed, and frankly, it just wasn't the feel that I wanted. So we knew that we'd have to really fine-tune production so that when we are on set or on location, things moved very quickly without hiccups. Believe me, you'll always have hiccups from what I learned, but they become minimized when everything else is working well. So in that 2 weeks, we were able to have our several meetings before pre-production, plan everything out with a crew of really legit professionals, not just your run-of-the-mill regular people who, got their degree or are still working on it, but actual people who have done this a million times before and know what they're doing. LA is all about connections, from what I've learned, and the Force was very strong with these connections, that's for sure. You'll come to know more about everyone who worked on this as we move forwards closer to the reveal of the fan film, and I'm working very hard on getting you guys a theater premiere where thousands of you hopefully can come out and be a part of the biggest Star Wars fan film to date. That said, we filmed everything we needed to in the time and budget that we had. If I had more money, then yeah, we'd have filmed for longer and filmed more things, but like I said, I'm not Disney, and I don't have their infinite budget. That's why if you guys support everything I have done on the channel with the last 800 videos or so, feel free to check out my Patreon. I just updated the badges to make it a little more fun and interesting for you. So in conclusion, the real thing that takes long is the next 2.5 months of post-production, which means VFX, color correction, sound effects, music, and so on and so forth. That's what takes a long time here. The filming, is relatively short in comparison. It's kind of like when you're training for a marathon or a sprint or a sporting event and you do all these months of actual training and then you get to the event and it's just like a few hours. I hope this answered your guys' questions and I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
the Force will be with you always.
Fulfill your destiny.